You need to start a hustle where you really have passion of, something which you really like doing, even doing for no money. That will really help and go a long way. And secondly, something which you are 100% knowledgeable of, where you have full knowledge about it, and you will be able to run it. Number three, you need to plan well and have enough resources to start. It's either you should start with the rightfully people who have the skill, or you have the skill yourself. Many a times, as we do side hustles, we temporarily pick anyone. In most cases where we just use anything and anyone, it doesn't work properly. It needs the right qualified people, or someone who has the skills to do it. Number three, a side hustle which should stand is a side hustle which has some permanency of some nature, something which is not seasonal, a product which is not seasonal, something which you can sell or do 12 months, a year around. And it's a very good idea, or a hustle type which can stand the test of time. And then competition should be also considered, in the sense that how many people are already doing it. I will just give you these regular examples. Perhaps you want to start a tuck shop, or you want to start a farming as a side hustle, perhaps cabbages or cows or small goats, small stock of goats and sheep or chickens. You need to check the competition, find out the challenges those people are facing before you venture in. And if you think the challenges are minimal, then you can get in. Basically, to do some sort of research on the side hustle which you want to do. Where will you get the product? What challenges will you meet? And how are you gonna go around them? And the profit margins, is it really worth going into such a side hustle? What will be your profits? Because other side hustles, you really go for some time before you realize your profits while you are selling yourself. You need to be prepared for that. Number five, what risks will you manage to meet? The very side hustle which you will have chosen, which risks does it have? Can they be considered as minimum risk? Can they be considered, where you sit down and classify them, or analyze them? Either, we have something which is called high risk, medium risk, or low risk, something like that. People always say the trucks are high risk, and they have reasons why they say that. When we get into property, we say low risk. There is a reason why they say that. So you check the risks of whatever side hustle you want to venture into. More particularly, if we pick farming, for example, in the year of drought, how will you mitigate those challenges of drought? Are you gonna do zero grazing? Are you gonna do a pasture type of approach, etc., etc.? And then the very place where you are going to run your side hustle, is it a city type of side hustle? If it is a city type of hustle, it's always okay to be in the capital city, because the population is high, and or population can be transferred into high demand. But without forgetting that there are also niche markets in small towns. You may find that perhaps a given product is saturated, or service is saturated in a town, and they in the capital city or in big cities, and there's a little town where they do not have such a service. Then you can venture into that and see what to do. So place or location is very, very important. The 3 or 4 P's of business in this area: the place, it will be important. And then finally, I will also advise that whatever services which you will be selling, whatever products which you will be selling, or whatever side hustles which you will be selling, perhaps you can consider the government number 12, number 12. You list up to 12, the ones which are close to your heart. You select from 12, you reduce to 7. From 7, you reduce to 5. From 5, you reduce to 3. And then finally, you choose from 3 which one you'll get. And whatever cancellation you'll be making, obviously you'll be having reasons. Actually, you'll be comparing and contrasting to say, if this one is this hassle, this one, am I willing to dismiss at night? There are other side hustles which will take you up to 10 o'clock or take you the whole of your weekend. Some of them, they are very flexible. You do it as when is necessary, and is nice. I can give examples. I've already talked about farming. I've already talked about services, like these people who do signage, graphics, you can name it. Perhaps you open a fruit and veg, you order things from the farm guys, and then you sell. So you have cut the risk of drought, water shortages, the challenges of the farm. When you only take from the producers and you make a profit and you give them what is due to them. And you also come up with a strategy on how you, some people are willing to give you a product and come for their money a week after or 2 weeks, some even a month. That's what SPA does in their vegetable department, or Chopis does. The farmers, they bring, and then month end they come and be paid according to how they have supplied. You know, those are some of the strategies. But I hope I'm not out of topic. Having said these few, I think you can construct something out of what I've said. Thank you, sir. Be blessed, men of God.